Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
158. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it'll bring up third down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Mariota lets it fly for Thielen. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on second down, Mariota. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Rodgers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Check. 26. Bravo.
To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Third and long here for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
We got 3 down.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Now Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mariota from the gun on third down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Vikings.
Mariota now from the 50. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Mariota now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the gun, Mariota. And Diggs has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First down, Minnesota.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Packers' 7-yard line.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Yeah, let's go set.
One. Check, 93's the Charlie.
Now Mariota being chased out left. And the Vikings are in for the touchdown. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
158.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, let's go.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Right there, Alpha. Let's go, D. Down 300. Down 300. 24. Inside. Mike 5-5. Mike. Hey, Haywood. I got one. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. You ain't got nothing.
Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Back to you. Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Watch 55. Hey, let's get go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Come on, boy. You bet me.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Hey, Echo. 55. I got you.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go. Interceptions all day, baby. Let's get this.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mariota steps away to his left. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Rodgers now on first down. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Let's go. Shift over. Hey, 88. Get up.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's going to let this go. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback,